Okay, 18 hours in. We're here in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon.
-6.
Yeah, and there's a lot of snow on the ground, and there's a really big snowstorm coming in tomorrow.
Could be whiteout conditions.
It's gonna be nasty tomorrow.
Excited. Finally found the cold weather after hunting for it all year.
I know, it's like 70 degrees in almost the entire Midwest back in the United States, so we just decided to head about 2,000 miles north of Saskatchewan.
And we found the cold.
Yeah, we did.
This is our first morning in Saskatchewan, Canada. We're hunting with Northway Outfitters, and I can't even describe to you what it means to me to be here. This is a hunt of a lifetime, something I've dreamed about my whole life since I was a little kid. It's -20 Celsius. A big northern clipper moved in the last couple days. Dumped snow all over the place. We couldn't hunt yesterday because our guides had to cut a track into the blinds. But we're here. We're hunting over bait, alfalfa, and oats piled up out there about 100 yards. We're gonna hunt all day, all week, hunting some giant Canadian bucks. We'll see what happens. There's a young buck right there on the bait pile. Another one coming behind him right now. He's getting ready to jump that fence. That is pretty cool. Really, really cool to see these bucks out here eating on the bait pile. They're young bucks. But it's just amazing how big-bodied these deer are up here in Canada. They're tall, they're long, they're heavy. Cannot wait to see a giant mature buck. How big they're gonna look. We're enjoying it.
North American Whitetail is brought to you by Browning Clothing, by Easton, and by Ram Trucks.
It's maybe about 9 o'clock. Sun's starting to come up now. We haven't seen any deer at all. It is so freaking cold this morning. All my drinks are frozen. We're trying to put them by the heater so they don't freeze solid. Sandwiches for the day are frozen. Hunting up here is, in a lot of ways, a mental game. It's not a difficult hunt, technically, in the sense that you're hunting over a bait pile. It's 100 yards away. There's big deer up here. You're in the game the whole time you're here. But you're just trying not to get cold, and you're trying to make sure you have the gear. And you're sitting 10 or 11 hours a day in a blind, and you can't move. So you sit still all day, and your knees are bent. Like yesterday, my knees just hurt when I got home because they've been bent all day. It's hard. And like what you have got to do is you got to want it, like in your mind. You have to want it all day. That you want to kill a big buck. That's what you came here to do. To see one of these northern deer and to kill one and to say you were able to do it. That's the challenge, but it is definitely a mind game. We're playing that game all day long, every day. Hopefully, It will pay off. But we're not giving up. We're going to be here till the bitter end. Just got to man up and freaking do it. All right. It's so cold, you can just see my breath rolling out. We just got set up for the morning. We survived the snowmobile ride in. Wow, it was cold. All my stuff was covered in snow, but we're here in a great spot. We're running late. It was daylight by the time we got in here. But it allowed me to see this country for the first time. This is like a bunch of big valleys and ravines that all neck down into like a drainage. Deer tracks and trails everywhere. There's a couple giant bucks in here. Big bucks. Maybe today is the day. Okay, we got a doe in here. She's starting to act hot. She squatted in the bait. Immediately a buck came out from the right-hand side. He looks like a big old body buck, but he's a young buck. Like a 5x4, 9-pointer. Absolutely beautiful with all the snow and that sunlight coming down. I can only imagine what a big giant's gonna look like. We just rattled about 5 minutes ago. And then this buck showed up. There's a buck out in the bait. He came behind the bait out of that thicket. And he looked left to right and he checked this whole area out trying to find what he had heard. Second buck just showed up. I know they must have heard us coming in the middle of the day. Maybe a big one will come in next. Okay, we just had a doe come into the bait pile. She's by herself. It's about 20-30 minutes of light left. Perfect scenario, we just need a buck behind her.
On the 5th evening of a really cold hunt in Saskatchewan, as an immature buck fed in the bait pile from stage right, a giant, fully mature buck emerged, and I knew we were about to get the shot that we had waited all week for.
Let him get broadside.
North American Whitetail is brought to you by Hornady, by Hunt Monkey Gloves, and by Old Trapper Beef Jerky.
Let him get broadside. Smoked him. Smoked him, buddy. Oh, smoked him. Yes. Oh my gosh. Folks, we just shot a big buck.
Okay, we just got out of the blind. I got the rescue party here with me. Got my dad, got James, Graham here at Northway. So we got about 100 yards to walk up here to where I shot the buck. We're gonna look for blood. Then he jumped over that fence and he headed down into the bush. I don't think he's gonna have gone very far. All right, we got blood and James is hollering. He just found him. We're gonna see if we can get down there and take a look at him. It's slow going, hearing all this snow. Oh, wow. Let me get him out of here. Look at that body. Look at that beautiful, beautiful deer. Folks, wow, this is day 6 in Canada, Saskatchewan at Northway Outfitters. Really the last day of our hunt. And it has been an epic adventure, a hard hunt. It's been the coldest conditions I've ever been in my life. It's tough hunting, but this is one of the best adventures I've ever been on. And this is why we came right here, is to kill a big, old Canadian giant monster buck. It's something I've dreamed about since I was a kid. Really appreciative of all the guides at Northway for taking such good care of us. And I just cannot be happier or more grateful. And I can't wait to call all my buddies tonight at North American Whitetail and let them know that we got it done, because everybody was cheering for us and rooting for us. And I can't thank them enough for that. All right, guys, about 20 minutes ago, I got a call from my dad that he just shot a big buck here in Saskatchewan, Northway Outfitters. He had really bad cell reception, but it was coming through like, shot one, big one, get out here, get out here. And I just got confirmation they found the buck. It is a great, great whitetail. I'm so happy for him and so excited. This has been the hunt of a lifetime for us.
Is that some kind of Canadian whitetail right there? Look at the mass on this deer. Unbelievable. It's got an extra beam coming up off his main beam. Just an old monarch of a deer.